Okay, so a little bit early on this one, and a little bit late, I guess, because I haven't played in a couple days here. Um, yeah, there's been a lot of real life stuff going on, personal shit. So I really haven't had time to really mess around, get on here, and finish this up, which it's going to be nice to do so. And yeah, so I've been playing, again, I spoke about this. I've been playing on I got my pet, do a McGimp, McGimp's, McGimp's there, my pet's there. And I still got rabies for 53 minutes. Great. God, that thing has always been a thing. It's always been a pain in the ass. So I'm playing, I got a higher level character I've been playing on. And how far I know. Okay. Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get past 20 here. I've been doing things like trade skills, stuff like that. I got up to 65. Yeah, 65. And so just to kind of get an idea what the higher levels are like, this game is, and I don't remember how to play this character, to be honest with you. To be completely honest. I kind of got used to the mercenary a little bit. I kind of understand how the mercenary works now. Basically, you switch targets. If he's a tank, you started with the ghoul because I was on the ghoul, and then I switched over to the bone skeleton, and he started attacking the skeleton. Not exactly sure how quick you have to do that to get that to work, but right now you should be taunting off the I don't have a taunt key for him. You should be trying to taunt the bone skeleton off of my my pet, but yeah, not sure why it's not working. And I should have a roamer coming up here. Yeah, there he is. That should be too big a problem. So, a couple things I've learned, up to 60, this game's stupid easy, right? Just like this, man. You can level, 5 levels in a day if you play, hardcore all day, and you kind of go efficiently. Don't waste a lot of time, going back to town, selling stuff, doing stuff like that. You can do pretty well. Shocker plates, that's my and I got lesson of the devoted, so that'll double up experience. And so up to level 60, this game is set up. Oh, come on, get the drive home. Yeah, get him. These are probably gonna kill. Yeah, he killed my pet. Damn it. Alright, recast pet. At least by then he'll have aggro. So up to level 60, this is what it's like. It's, experience pretty good. Let's see what that last one gave me. It gave me 5%, which means it was 2.5 with the this buff up here, this blessing. Oh, no, it's just straight 5%. I didn't even get a cast of this thing. So that does slow down a little bit for sure. For sure. Let's see, do I have a pet? Why isn't he attacking? Why don't you attack, bro? I don't want taunt. I want taunt. What do we got here? We got bronze. Okay, we'll take it. Just say so for a little bit. So anyway, what I say is up to level 60, it's pretty much like this. Moms give, why don't we get 1% experience, man? What the fuck's that about? She got more than that. Huh. Lesson in devoted. Yeah, isn't that's the experience one? It gives you double experience. Huh. That guy must not remember shit. He was green, but damn, dude. God, my experience, I thought greens were given better XP at this level. So here's the deal, man. And here's the deal I noticed with the game. Up to level 60, it's stupid easy. It's really, really, really stupid easy. I got a couple issues with that, but you know, generally it's a good thing. But it is ridiculously easy to get up to level 60. You know, it didn't take me much time at all to do that. So let's grab this guy. Let's see if he chains. No, he didn't chain. He just came. No, he didn't chain. Okay. We're good on that. Okay. Now we'll get that guy. Okay. We're good. We got both. We got both taunted. All right. We have to pet attack. So, and I probably attacked the wrong one, most likely, but whatever. So up to 60, you have an easy time. Once you hit 60, dude, experience in this game is almost cut in half. It's ridiculous how much of a drop it is at that level. And I've gone through a couple different mold. I don't know, that trade skill. Yeah, it's trade skill. I'll take some of that just because I do plan on making a rogue next. And yeah, and I'll probably, you know, I don't know. I'll probably play it on stream. I'm not even sure what I want to do with this stream. I'm thinking I may go jump into other games and just start doing just kind of random. Okay, there we go. Get the money. Get that son of a bitch. You know, and oh, you hit me. Why'd you hit me? But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna, you know, continue playing this or gonna go play something else. I don't know, and then do maybe, you know, a 10-day stretch on a different game. That's what I kind of want to do, because I don't know if I want to play Everquest like this over and over again. You know, I mean, there's plenty of characters. I can probably do this for a damn year, just getting the first 20 levels and everything. But I don't know if I really want to do that. On Snuggles, and the ride's good if we're going to do trade skills, but I don't plan on doing trade skills right now. And that's very low stuff. It doesn't get you very far. Okay, cool. You know, take you. Let's see. So we get pretty close to 20 here. So my assessment is like up to 60. They want you to get to 60. You know, because that's where the new content comes into play. That's where the Daybreak games, I think, content comes into play. Now, I could be wrong because I didn't play that far originally into this. Okay, take him. You got him. You have the lurking mummy yet? Okay, you got him. And you got him. Okay, we're good. Okay, you got Tom and all of them. Problem is, I don't know if you have the health to kill all these. And I got one back on. It's fine. I'll take a couple of hits here. Oh, now my pet's taking hits. That's not a good thing. Okay, cool's dead. Okay. Let's go after the next weakest one if we can. Yeah, it's kind of hard to express my thoughts here while I'm playing. While I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh, dude, come on, man! Aren't you taking this guy? Learn to tank, bro. I wish I had the damage meter. That's a good thing about a wizard. A wizard has a damage meter. I don't know if this guy's gonna get off me. There, he did. Finally. Okay, now they're both on my back. Great. Awesome. Good job. Fuck. What a clusterfuck this game. Let's see, Stomp Recovery. I don't know what that is. We're gonna try it. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, I went to full health. Okay, cool. All right, screw it. Let's kill this. That's the blue one? Yeah, it's the blue one. Yeah, that's fine. You can hit me. I'm gonna kill you before you kill me, and that's all that matters. My pet's kind of low on health anyway, so it keeps going. Oh, there we go. There's level. All right, let's bring pet back. Plate usually worth some money. Pearls, definitely, yeah. So I should probably wait on talking about things until I'm done here, but don't stream and all that. But basically, it's weird because what I have kind of issue with and what I think they did, and it's really going to drive me nuts, is you can get, it's only level 50. You can buy a level 50 character. You can pay to have your character upgraded to level 50. And what does it cost? Level 50's, membership discount. I don't care about that. Let's see, 2,500. You kill this. So 2,500 points. What is 2,500 points worth? Let's see what we got here. Where's the coins at? I don't even know. I'm going to try to buy it. I'll try and sell it to me, I guess. Let's do that. What was that? Dog in a crate, cat in a bag? How's that? Cat in the bag would give you one random tradable adoptable cat. Okay, you can have a cat pet. Right? That's weird. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to see. Okay, ad funds. There we go. All right, so 25. So for $25, you can bring a character up to level 50. But the thing is, like, level 50 is stupid to get there. It's like stupid easy. Of course, if you're going to do, like, let's say level 85, right? So you pay an extra, like, $10 or whatever it happens to be, 3,500. You're going to pay, $45 for 5,000. You're going to have some left over. Or you can do the 2,500 and then another $10. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it would be. So another $10, which at that point you may as well go for 100, and then pay another $10. Which actually no, you don't. You pay 15. So for what is this, $40? You can get all the way up to level 100. 1 through 50, it's pointless. But there is no option here to go from 50 to 100 and save yourself some money. So first 60 levels, I found 60. Because I went into 7 lists until 60, which is old world dungeon. It was fairly easy. Okay, cool. You got something there. What is that? Oh, it's a mummy. Okay. Yeah, kill this thing. I killed both of them. Can you solo? I don't have the top tier pet. I have a lower tier pet, and I can't hit this guy through the door. I can't really do anything to him. Oh, good old Everquest. Oh, and they hit me. Every time I sit down, they hit me. Oh, no, I got a ghoul behind me. Okay, kill that ghoul. At least a ghoul I can hit. No, I got it. Okay, so there's the damage. Or no, that's I don't know why it's doing that, but it's got the aggro meter. Now it's got the aggro. Why does it have the aggro meter now? I really don't understand what the fuck is going on here. Because now I got an aggro meter. I got 93 aggro. He's got 100. If I sit down and it's over, I think like 50 or something, he will come after me and attack me. So I can't sit. But I can do this all day. That's not going to affect anything. All right, it's got a blue lurking mummy in here. So I'm getting 5% experience, right? So that's what I was trying to say. Like, at level 60, the stuff you're killing, that's, even if you're killing stuff that's yellow to you or equal level, it's only giving I think it's like 1.5% usually at the max, which obviously I got a buff on, right? So that one gave me 11. 11, shit. 11%, which means that thing by itself was worth 5.5% experience without the buff on. That's a lot. So 5% of your level, that's no joke. Damn it. Let me go. Let me go. Let me move. Get out of the way. Why can't I get out of the way? Am I stuck? Holy shit, I think I'm stuck. There. Just found out this command. And it didn't help. I'm going to die. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. I'm still going to die. Yeah, I'm still going to die. I'll look that, whatever that is. So this is what we used to call the ass kick walk. Oh, come on. That's not instant, so. Let's see. I don't know what any of these buttons do. It just gave me. Oh, okay. Cool. That might give me the zone line. Because I need to get the fuck out of here. This thing ain't going to get off me. Well, I guess it is. But now I got all this trash after me. Nah, we're not doing this. I'm not dying if I don't have to. It's not worth it. Then I lose the level, and I got to do all that again. I don't want to deal with that. So that's how you train the zone. Even though all this stuff is like great to me. That's a nice little train. Kind of proud of that one. I'm gonna sit out here for a second. I'm too low on health to be dealing with this stuff. Now I'm base pulling, which is a problem, but I'm kind of stuck base pulling because, the way the indoors is in the zone, it's once you open those doors, they tag you. So there's no way to, send your pet in or hit them from a distance and let your pet do the damage. I don't know. There's no way to do it. Or send your pet to attack because you can't even target these things until they're hitting you. So, yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated pulling into anything behind a door. The stuff on the stairwell, I might get than that, but. So, yeah, but at level 60, man, like I'm getting, once I got to 60, and it was almost immediate. Once I hit that level 60, I started realizing that the experience went to almost nothing. I mean, we're still pathing back. Almost nothing. I mean, it was just dramatic how much of a shift that was. Let's see, is it going to attack me? What if they all just chain aggroed off of the other stuff? These, I don't want to go in one of these doors, so I want to see if I can find something I don't have to base full. Yeah, this will work. Damn. And I've been having some serious. How about cancel magic? I don't think cancel magic does that much aggro. If I can get it to cast. Okay. My pet. Let the gimp take him. There we go. Gimp's got aggro. We're good. But yeah, so like, so level 60, yes, you're getting 1.5% experience every time. Like, and that's not good fucking off, dude. Some of them, if you're hitting things that are greens and blues, if they're below that, I went as was all the way up to 60, it was pretty decent. And then once you got to like 60, although you can area effect that thing, like, so I can go in there, especially with the wizard that I have. What happened there? Better specialized. What just happened? Just happened. Oh, I don't know what that was. Wouldn't pay attention. But I heard it. I heard something cast something on me. So yeah, so at level 60, experience drops off dramatically. I don't know if it's going to drop off past that. You know, I was kind of excited playing this game because I could level very quickly, and I figured I'd get a character to max level so I could play with everybody else, play the end game, play with games, kind of balanced around these days. But obviously, no, it's they got it set up so it gets really fucking difficult to level. And at first, I thought you could buy a level 60. I'm pretty sure in the past there was an option to buy a level 60 character. But I thought I bought one of those at one point just so I could walk around Cleanhouse again. And then I have no idea. I didn't play it much. I played it for like a week. And okay, so now we're getting. Ooh, no, that's probably not a good idea. I could probably kill him, but I don't know, man. He might kill me before I can stick my pet on him. Yeah, fuck it. Let's let the pet attack it. There we go. So the pet can take the damage. The pet can pull. Okay, so there's a good way to pull bombs. Let the pet pull, and then let the gimp take it after that. I shouldn't be doing shady shit like this while I'm. Although we got this. Well, I'm only at 40% health because if he turns on me, I'm not in good shape right now. Oh, fuck me. Okay, that's not a good sign. That's a bad scene. Okay. The pet's got. I mean, the gimp's got it. Gimp's doing all right so far. We'll see. If I can start nuking the werebat and get my pet to attack him, I might actually be able to take his ass down. If I can take his ass down, oh shit. Attack that guy, dude. Fuck. Do something. I'm a noob. From Spence. Yeah, it's maybe a no-go room. I may have just, hit a room can. And he's going to aggro on me soon. But I'm going to hit him. See if we take him in. Give us some crazy experience if we do. Okay, let's see if we can take that thing down. Although I may die doing this. We gotta go. Gotta go. Get the fuck out of here. Train to zone. Oh, jeez. I got a bunch of green yard trash on me. What's this? Big caustic fluid. No trade, Lord. No, not interested. Where about me? Lower trade. No, it's a quest item. Yeah, not interested. No, not really interested in questing. Nobody ever requests in EverQuest, man. They did try to gear it that way. I'll give them that. They did gear it so they want you to quest. They give you pretty decent gear. And he died, so I got 5 minutes on the revive. I only got 10 minutes on the double XP buff. But we're almost winning, so that's cool. Honestly, this has not been the most efficient run right now. At all. At all, man. I mean, I've had to rest with the XP buff. It's not usually a good sign. And now I got to wait for my pet to revive or my gimp to revive, so that's just not a good sign. This has not been very effective, but I mean, we did get 20. So I think this channel, which this is the first thing I've done on this channel, publicly. I do have some private videos on here that I was doing before I started this. So I think publicly, I think I have like 11 and a half hours or something like that once I'm done with this video. I think it's like 11 hours, 11 and a half, somewhere around there. And in that, I got all the way up to 20. And like I said, I'm not playing the most efficiently. You know, if I want to be efficient, I'd stick to a zone and I'd sit there until I level, you know, all the way till everything was green or gray and then just go to the next one. But that hasn't been what I've been doing at all. I did the one day I went to Everquest, Permafrost, and I tried to get into there, see what the experience was like in there, and it was kind of, you know, the aggro in there is hot trash. I'm kind of a noob, I guess, at this, you know, playing this class. So, you know, I don't really know the ins and outs of how to pull things with this, stuff like that. You know, and it's kind of wonky because, you know, in the old days, you just have an earth elemental pet. That was what everyone did. And those are the tanks. No one ever used water, but water is the best pet I have. So it seems to do some pretty decent damage. Oh God, I remember these things when they glow. They have, what they have? They had something special on them when they glow. They had like a eye or something like that. I kill some greens. This pet should be able to deal with greens. Just get some experience while I get the double thing on. Okay, I think he can pretty much tank the rest of it. So yeah, I don't know what the leveling is going to be like past 60. Like I said, I got 65, but it went from, you know, something like this where, you know, you're looking, I'm doing, you know, on this account, I'm doing about a level every, it's going to be all that because I don't care right now. Doing a level every, you know, what, 45 minutes, an hour. Well, it gets about an hour, it gets about 11 an hour. So I wanted to play, say, 4 hours, get 4 levels. You know, and generally I do play these games for, you know, 6 to 8 hours a day. So, you know, I could pretty much level up a character pretty quick with that schedule as long as you're playing efficiently. But 25 seconds, okay. And this guy can give me nothing. There's no reason to attack him. And so, you know, but after that, you know, once you hit 60, like I said, it goes from, you know, I mean, even that green gave me 2%, which isn't too bad. You know, that's basically what you're getting at higher levels. Let's go to the front door, I think. This guy aggroes, whatever. We'll kill him. I don't want to kill greens right now. I got 6 minutes left on this thing. Let's see if I can get some XP off of this guy. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, should be good here. But yeah, I don't. You know, it's such a dramatic decrease though, because you're getting 2 to 3% every mob. You know, and then all of a sudden you hit that 60 mark. Everything in Settles becomes basically green to you. There's still some blues, I guess, in there at that level. I think there were some whites also. But I mean, all of a sudden, you know, I think what's actually happening is the experience bar grew by 3 times the amount once you hit 60 to 61, which means they're given the same experience, obviously, But even though they give them the same experience, it's filling up a lot less that bar. Which let's send my dude to suicide, and that should get the Gimp. Yeah, they got the Gimp motivated to fight. All right, we're good. And so I don't know if I really cared for that. Like I said, I was looking at the. I could have sworn they sold a level 60 account at one point. I thought it was level 60. I don't think it was level 50. I remember buying an account, or buying that level up through the, in-game app, the store, the in-game store. And, just because I wanted to check out Quanos and I didn't want to get screwed with. I didn't want to have to level. Since, that was bringing back memories. That's the only reason I did that. But, all right, thank you. All right, let's attack this guy. What we got? We got some other leather. Come on, man. Not a leather wearing guy. So yeah, it looks like a suicide pet to pull these without baseball and everything. Pet got a lot more powerful. He's killing them a lot faster. So why don't we try this suicidal room again? There we go. And we only got one this time, which is good. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean for that to go off. Stop. Thank you. Is the other one in there? You in here? No. You just killed it. All right. Cool. Oh, shit. This fucking guy again. I know this guy's a lot higher level. Even though he's blue, I know he's higher level than the rest of the stuff in here. All right. Let's attack that. Oh, jeez. Why is my pet? My pet pulls aggro immediately. I don't have the top button on. He pulls aggro immediately. I don't understand. But yeah, I think my gift can actually take these by himself. I don't think I even need to bother too much. So 21 with the Magician, not too bad. It's probably going to end up with a Bane character anyway. I can play this because to be honest with you, I'm just not enjoying this. This just isn't my speed. I'm really not enjoying playing a mage. Which is weird because like my normal character is a wizard. My main here is a wizard right now. My main playing originally was a wizard. I enjoy playing wizards. But yeah, I don't know. Not a big fan of this mage. I'm not having a good time with this mage. He's all right. It's cool. I mean, learning. Maybe if I was a little better at it, maybe if I played it for a little while, maybe I get used to it. But like, I'm soloing everything. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's not just one, two. It's two things on me. Okay. We're good. No, I killed it. Oh, okay. I killed it. Cool. Okay. This guy's got a lot of hit points. This dude's just soaking up damage. Wow, good boy, man. He just ignored my pet. Ignored my pet, went straight after the Gimp. It's good. It's leather. Yeah, the ride's trash. Hot trash. Should probably start collecting these bone chips. Everyone loves playing Necro, and I do enjoy Necro once in a while. Playing the Necromancer. They're fun. Especially when I start playing stuff like if I play a Dark Elf or something, make a Dark Elf character. Necromancer's always good for that. even though where they buy their spells. Well, you don't have to do that anymore. Now you got plant knowledge. Where you used to have to, oh, and I lost my buff. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, what'd you drop? What's your loot? Mithril earring. Okay, that's worth some money at least. And then quest item, which I don't care about. Well, let me get the hell out of here because my gifts doesn't have much health left anymore. And I am walking slow as shit because I am encumbered. Crazy. Okay, what did I get to? All right, so 21, a little bit over. Okay, so probably 22. That shouldn't be too hard. That means like a what level? That's like 2 levels an hour. I got my math all fucked up. It's like 2 levels an hour. All right, just play a couple of hours, man. I mean, you play a full day, you get a guy up to 20 pretty easily. If you play for a week, you get a guy up to 60. You get a character up 60 pretty easily. But once you hit 60, fuck it, man. It takes a while. This game slows down to a crawl. And yeah, it kind of sucks. And I got, I'm running with one of the better mercenaries because I did pay for the, play the game. So I'm running with the better mercenary, which is stupid expensive. It's like 4 times the amount of a regular mercenary, which gets stupid expensive. Which, if you're playing, you at that level, you're whatever level it happens to be, because the price goes up. I think it's at 71 plat right now. Every 15 minutes. So if you're and then the trick I could do right now, if I want to get him to full health, I can just zone out and back in. Every time he refreshes, he comes back full health. But I don't know, I can do it. Just because I feel like bullshit talking. I'm not in a hurry. So yeah, but up to 60, easy. Once you hit 60, dramatically decreases. Basically, your experience seems like it cuts in half, but I don't think it's actually the experience cuts in half. I think it's the leveling just gets twice as hard. And it's, like I said, it's it is what it is, man. Everquest was never easy to level. It's just that it's such a dramatic increase that you really feel that, man. It's God, these weigh 5. These things. Yeah, I need these. What else don't I need? I need full. I need close to be full. But I'm over rusty. I don't need rusty. For sure. Rusty is worthless. I got all this plate stuff, all sort of stuff. That stuff's all worth money, though. Something I want to get rid of it. Refined metal. I think this is quest. Yeah, it's quest. Quest I'm never going to do, especially not with this character. Pumpkin seeds, I think, were a trade skill, so I'm going to keep them for now. Small ring note cape. Yeah, I don't think I care. It's probably worth a flat. Maybe 1 flat most. What else I got? Simple leather, then ride. No, I'm keeping ride. Ride's good for trade skills. What leather working or whatever, but or tailoring. But other than that, no, I'm good. I don't need it. What have we got here? I don't know if I want to deal with that room. I don't really want to deal with this room either. But I do something. There you go. Head tag. Head of 10. I think there's a guy right here too. No, it's right there. kills ass. And then trade skills still suck. They always sucked in this game. I mean, yeah, fuck. They're a pain in the ass. Even at low level, man, they're a pain in the ass. They always were. It's not like it's something different or new. But the problem with trade skills in this game has always been you have to want it and you have to concentrate on it. Which he is. What was he? 25? My 21, 22, something like that. Yeah, there's two of them there. Yeah, it looks like they'll hurt me. That's not worth it. It's not worth dying there. Take school. I shouldn't have too much problem. Cool. Yeah, trade skills are just a pain in the ass. And it's like, with plain and knowledge, they get a lot easier. Oh, jeez, another goal? True. Really, bro? Really? We're doing this? All right, let's kill this one first. There we go. Okay. Hey, how are you doing? What is that? Oh, it's interesting. This exquisite platinum etched rune. These things, I'm not really too happy with what they did for that too. Oh man. So I got back issues right now. The back's killing me. Because I'm an old man. These runes, not too happy with what they did there. I think it's kind of bullshit. I think it's cop out. These used to be, I guess these are placeholders for what used to be the runes that used to make spells in this game. From what I read online, that's what that is. The problem is well, I mean, it's not a problem. It's just that they left them in the game. Now they're worthless. I believe they still say can be used with trade skills. No, they don't. They don't. So now they're just worth money. They're just junk. They're just vendor trash. But I don't know why they left those in the game. They didn't just come up with like a new loot table, you know. And just, I mean, that seems kind of lazy to me because they did revamp those rooms. Those rooms didn't exist back in the day. These just didn't fucking exist at all. But from what I understand, you know, those were the replacements for. Oh, jeez, I think kill my cat too, or my pet. Yeah. What is this? Pride? No, not doing it. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Didn't kill me. My pet. Because my pet has face tank everything for some weird ass reason in this game. I have no idea why. You can back him up, can you? Can you back him up? Nope. That didn't work. Because see, I'm really not too. I don't know, man. It just feels lazy to me. Like you couldn't just take those out of the game and put something else in their place. But I guess that's what they did. It's just they put vendor trash in their place. I don't know the solution there. I guess I haven't really thought about it like that. I just remember when I saw him, I'm like, dude. I remember. Oh, dude, he's like, I think we get experience, man. We actually killed the guy here, so every spawn. We got respawn seed yellow. Yeah, that was a bad seed last time we went in there. I don't think we're gonna do that this time. I think we'll just go for some of the other rooms here. That's great. Oh, well, at least you got friends. That's cool. Oh, brewer. Is that? Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Oh, my pet ain't gonna look one. Burn that down. Okay. Burn the green down. shit, my pet's doing all right. He actually did okay there. Rawhide, trash. All these other spells, stuff that, like, because you don't make your own spells anymore. Which I remember when I made that character, that wizard, it said that, like, you were going to have to research your spells. And I remember it said it in the manual. And I was like, that sounds really cool. It's like you're going to have to travel around the globe or the world, and you're going to have to, find different things to research your spells. And I thought that's kind of cool, man. That's very cool. I like that. I like that idea. In theory. In practice, no. Practice, that was stupid. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, let's get some experience here. And hey, oh. Did I lose pet? Yeah, I lost pet. All right. So let's recast the pet. Now we're 47 minutes. Pet attack. I guess we can see. I mean, we should be able to actually. 15 minutes. We get a half level. 15 minutes. I don't know. Maybe. Might be able to. I think I'm going to try. Full Defiant Guide Shield. Okay. Take it. Oh, jeez. Well, what are you guys targeting? You guys are targeting that guy. Okay. Let's take him down. Oh, yeah, I'm taking damage. These spells seem to do a lot of aggro. I don't really understand that. But they seem to take up a lot of fucking aggro. 4%, so 73%, dude. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to look again and think these for a bit. I'm gonna have to recast the pet because the pet's gonna die. The pet died. Recast pet. 2%. Gotta get 50. He's gonna have to kill. Calculator's not working. What, 25 of these things? So, yeah, around 25 of them. And another 12 minutes. Might get to 60%. Might be able to get. I don't have any mana or anything like that. I don't know what the intensity of the Resolute is. The same. No idea. No idea what that just did. Comment said, you've taken 1 damage from rabies. Yeah, okay, I don't care. Even casting, your mind sharpens and strength flows into your body. Okay, yeah, it's just, I guess the damage, but I don't want to look it up. I'm not caring right now. I just want to see if we can get some more kills. There we go. Come on, tank him, dude. Take him down. Take him down. Cassie. Yeah. So let's see. I wonder if that dude's like a long spawn. This Toltar, whatever the fuck. I wonder if he's a long spawn, and that's why we're we only got one spawn in there, or if we just split the spawns well enough that he is spawned up again. Oh, this is the combat log, the main chat. So 0.447% on the green. That sucks. But see, like later, that's what you're getting on like loots and shit. So yeah, it's not a lot of experience, man. Oh, there's a drive home. Okay. Where's this at? Oh, it's in there. Yeah, it's in there. And another one. All right. Well, that's good. As long as we can survive it. Okay, let's see nice on this one. All right. I don't have a lot of mana to burn though. This may end the journey. We'll see. We should be able to take both these down. As long as they don't target my pet, burn my pet to the ground. Or at least they let me sit too. Was this chunk? No, not interested in chunks, man. Oh, what are you carrying a wand for, bro? You got a wand in your hand. So in the end, like, I don't know if I want to play this to 125 on the other character. I just don't know. I'm not even sure. I mean, okay, good man. Should be able to kill this guy. I haven't really thought about it. I haven't really decided whether it's worth it or not to spend that much time doing something like this again. You know, back in the day when I had a lot more time, it was worth it. Now I'm not too sure, man, because, you know, even if I do a level a day, we're talking about a complete 2 months. Oh, it's Defiant One. And it's usually pretty light. None of myself. So. And yeah, I'm just not sure if it's really worth it. Not sure I really want to do it. Anyway, I'll get to 22. And so, you know, like I said, 11 hours, 11 and a half hours, whatever this happens to be for this stream, for this set of streams. It's, it's basically 2 levels an hour. It's basically what this boils down to. So that's not too bad, you know. And getting to 22, that's cool. This character is probably going to be just a bank character for me. So that's probably all I'm going to use him for. I don't think it'll be used for anything else. Yeah. But yeah, so like trade skills, they didn't fix trade skills. They revamped, I think, research. And when they revamped research, they made it just as damn complicated as it used to be. Although, I guess they made it a little more complicated. Like, I don't even understand half that shit. So, in the old days, I forget, you had to collect all the runes. You collected all the runes by just killing mobs all around the world. And, you just like we saw there, that stupid rune, you pick these things up, pick up the pages, whatever it happens to be, and you have to have the right ones for a spell. It was very frustrating because, the wrong ones would drop all the time. You just would be missing runes all the time. And it was for a spell that you really wanted to have. Like Ice Comet was one of them, if I remember right. And, I bought that spell from a vendor. So, that kind of sucks, but it sucked back then. I remember it sucked back then. It sounded really good on paper. You could have travel around. And, I mean, if that was the case and these things were laying on the floor from different places, or you just had to kill certain mobs to get them and just farm them. That would have been cool. But that's not what happened. What happened was they just dropped off random shit, and you just had to kill shit until you got them. And if you didn't get them, fuck you, and you out-leveled them. I don't know if you could out-level the runes. I think you could. I think different ones dropped at different levels. Then screw you. And that's the problem you have with trade skills. So, like, let's say you spend a whole level killing. I don't even have the shield on. You spend a whole level killing bears. Say, for instance, you kill a bunch of bears. You get a bunch of bear skins, and the bear skins you get just from leveling are not going to be enough to. Oh God, dude, these things are all too low. And I think there's a trap in there, so I don't want to really walk in there because I don't remember where the trap's at. Okay, kill this guy in. But like I said, if you spend a whole level just killing bears, right? You're gonna get pelts. You get ruined pelts, you get ruined pelts, you get mangled pelts, which I don't even remember that being a thing back then, but it probably was. You're gonna get all that stuff. Now you go and start doing tailoring, and you're gonna need probably 10 times as many as what you collected just killing them to the level, which means you have to go back into zones. If you want to do those trade skills, you got to want to do them. And there ain't no real reason to do them because, there's stuff at higher levels, I guess, that kind of give you a little bit of a gift. But realistically, there's no reason to fucking do them. They've never given you a reason. Like brewing, for instance, right? Brewing never really had it. Back in the day, it never had any point to it. I leveled it because it was easy. It was easier to level. It was one of the easiest ones out of them to level because you could buy most of the things. You could farm things pretty simply. But still, dude, it's not worth it. It wasn't worth it. It didn't do anything. What do you need alcohol for? You have a system in here where you can get your character drunk. And, big deal. Who cares? It doesn't do anything. Gameplay wise, I guess if you wanted to RP or something in this game, I guess you could do that. But the servers I played on, nobody did that. There were role-playing servers and stuff like that, but I played on that sort of stuff because I just kind of felt it was silly in a game like this. Tailoring, okay, you can make leather, you can make cloth stuff, or cloth wares, leather stuff with leather wares, stuff like that. I may not actually get this guy up, dude. I forget where the trap is. Trap, I think, is in the center somewhere. I know there's a trap floor here. Oh shit, it might even be up there. I don't know. I don't want to mess with it. Chipped bone skeleton. Okay, cool. All right, they got something to fight. That's cool. The graphics on these things are so cool. I don't think those are the original graphics. Okay, didn't get much aggro off that. I'm only getting about 10% aggro off of this one. Maybe it's because I have a different pet on my other character now. Maybe that's what's. Maybe he's able to hold aggro a lot better. But I don't think that's what this number is. Just my aggro in general. I don't think it's comparative. I think it's just what my aggro is. What is this thing? Belts of the Dead. What is this? Oh, wow. Wow. Haste. Holy shit. That's got haste. What? I don't think that existed back then. I don't think that existed. There's no way that could have existed. That's freaking crazy. Haste was a big freaking deal back then. Yeah, here's the level. We're exactly an hour in right now. And so if I would have played a little better, I would have had this by the hour mark. It's just not. It wasn't the greatest showing from Port Focus today. All right, attack that guy. Yeah, these two should give me a level, I would think. But what are we at? 95. So yeah, 5% might get it. Yeah, we got it. Cool. Kill this dude. So I got a lot of friends who played this in the past, and I've been contemplating whether to try to get them back on board or not. And I was for it, dude. Up until that level 60 hit me, and I'm like, dude, I don't think anyone's gonna want to struggle through that. I don't really want to struggle through that. And I just don't know, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna level that character up. I'm gonna play this game for the time being. Maybe not on stream, but I'm gonna play this game for the time being. I said I may make another rogue, and I may play that on stream. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do there, because I do want to have a rogue. I think that'd be kind of cool to try that out with a bet. But I think there it is. All right, there's the level. Cool. Oh, jeez. And of course, he's great. Shit. Do I have a gate spell? Yeah, I do have a gate. And so I believe it's character info. Plane of knowledge, crescent reach. I don't understand this either, man. I don't. Or origin locations, crescent reach. So I guess if you gate, it's going to send me to plane of knowledge. If I origin, it's going to crescent reach. That makes sense. Okay, that does make sense. I never understood the two bind locations. This should be weird. Okay, let me get out of here. Just get out of this zone for now. Kind of done here anyway. So, 10 days of plan. 22 levels. Not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of cool with that. Kind of cool. Just get all the characters. If you're going to have bank alts or whatever, get them all just 22. That would be cool. So, but in the end, okay, so trade skills suck. They've always sucked. It's nothing new. They always have in this game. And even when this game was like the new shiny, and it was the greatest game in the world, trade skills still sucked. My memory of trade skills, because that's what I got to run off of, because I just started doing. I did brewing because, like I said, it's easy. You just buy everything and do that, and you can level it up fairly quickly. They have a new trophy system where you got to get a trophy when you should get it when you hit level 50. I only know that because I've watched YouTube videos on this game. And so they have a trophy system, which is kind of cool. The trophy it levels up as your. I'm sorry, I got to turn the volume down because I'm getting the volume in my ear. There we go. So the trophy system's kind of cool. The trophies, I guess I think what they do is they give you less of a chance to fail, whatever. And it levels up as you level up. The problem is they have alternate advancement abilities. And I think that was brought in. I think that's old because that was brought in, I believe, when the AAs first started. So trade skills. So let's say, where's the It's not this. It's pottery salvage. Salvage 1, 5%. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. You got a chance to recover. Oh, I could have put 8 points into my dude. That's why it's probably gimped. Salvage just means you can recover the items and stuff like that if you fail, which you do fail a lot. Do crafting mastery. Where's the one? There it is. New tanning crafting mastery. So, originally, I don't remember the specialization or the cap being 200. I thought it was 300, but I could be wrong. But I don't remember there being a cap on these because I remember doing all the trade skills. I don't remember having to put anything into this. But again, this is off a really bad memory from a long time ago. So I could be wrong. But I remember that. So, that's the problem with trade skills, though. And even if you pay for this stuff, like when you pay, it's kind of weird. It's like it is pay to win in a way. Because if you pay, then every time you level the ones, the AA, so level 51, it'll give you this. The AAs are given to you that are available at your level. The only ones that are not given to you are the ones marked trade skill, is my understanding. So you get a bunch of these things. That's why I have a bunch of stuff at the bottom. This chaotic gesture, which is completely fucking pointless and stupid. This little dude, he just shrank me, so now I'm like his size. I wonder if let's see now. Yep. So I'm a human the size of a gnome. Yeah. For context, I should be the same height as this dude. But no. So, he does stupid things like that. This guy does dumb shit like that. He gives you, he gives you bread. The bread can either be poisoned or normal. I don't even know what the poison does because I ate it one time. It just said it was bad. It didn't tell you what the buff did, debuff, whatever. I don't really care. I don't usually use this guy. But, again, this is an AA ability. He actually does this to everybody in the group. So if I was in a group right now of, I don't know why he does dukes again. But if I was in a group right now, then everyone would be strong. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I've never been in a group lately. So that's my understanding. The problem I have with the mage is the mage has a pet. The pet's wonky because I think the pet was originally designed so it took aggro. It took the damage. So even though I didn't turn taunt on, even though I don't have taunt on, even though you can click it on and it'll taunt everything, he still seems to get aggro. He does. I guess he does enough damage. He gets aggro, and that was kind of the original intent behind this character. I think was to have a pet. Oh, there's the bread. Oh, so he gave me some bread, right? Man, eat this stuff. Let's see. Can you eat it? You can't eat it from that. Can you? Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to eat it from in here. I don't know why you can't. It's not letting me eat it. I wonder if it has to be in a regular bag. Let's try it. And not the combine container. No, it's not eating it. Do I have stuff on screen that's not letting me? No, it's not. He's not eating it. Oh, wait. You cannot cast detrimental spells here. Okay. So it's bad, right? So it's going to do a debuff on you of some sort. I don't even know what it does. Anyway, so the problem I see with the mage and the reasons I'm having such issues, I think, even though, this is deflection, I just think I'm a bad mage player, but the pet is supposed to take aggro, right? The pet takes aggro. The pets were not meant to well, the Earth Pet, I think, was the one that everyone used, so it was kind of meant to tank for the most part. The problem is this pet. Okay, so I think in a normal mage play, what you would do is you'd have you have him sit or stop or guard or whatever it happens to be, and you're playing in a group. This was meant as a group game. If you're gonna play solo the mage, you play with an Earth Pet. The Earth Pet is your tank now. Oh, he just cast that too. That's some fireworks show this guy casts. So your pet, if you're soloing, you bring out the Earth Elemental. The Earth Elemental is meant to tank. The problem is you have the Gimp now. So the Gimp causes an issue with that because the Gimp is meant to tank. And you could probably do a healing Gimp, but I don't think he's going to heal your pet. So what's the fucking point in that? You can do a DPS Gimp, but then your pet's going to die, and he's going to kill your Gimp. Then he's going to kill you. So what's the fucking point in that? So you get a tank. For this class, you get a tank. I think would be the only real viable option, right? So we have a tank pet, we have a tank Gimp, then we have a pet. So I think the proper way to play this class, I'm thinking, and this is not how I played it at all this whole time, because like I said, I'm not a good mage player. I don't pretend to be. But I think the way in hindsight to play this would be to have the pet. It's a lot of work to do it, but you have the pet, sit back, guard, sit, whatever it happens to be. There's a back button, tap and back off, and you wait until the whatever it is gets to about 50% health. And that's the way the old days used to play Wizards, right? You wait until the mob, because you didn't have not DPS meters, but you didn't have aggro meters and stuff like that. And especially in game, dude, it was considered cheating if you used stuff like that back then. So now they got it in game, man. They included it. So, and I'm not using anything out of pocket here except for this pre-wall. Excuse me. This pre-wall maps, because a lot of maps aren't included in the game. And it actually tells you on, I believe I saw this on the actual forums, the official forums for Daybreak Games, to download this free wall thing. So, I don't think it's considered cheating by any means. And I don't think it's against anything. I think it's actually kind of an official thing they want you to do. But because they're too lazy to make out all the maps, because they're missing a lot of maps in this game. So that was kind of a must. But I think the way to really play this character, especially with the Gimp, and like I said, the Gimp split's throwing me off a little bit here, because normally I just have an Earth Elemental. Earth Elemental would tank for me, and I'd try and do something before it kills my Earth Elemental. Now I get the Gimp, so the Gimp's tanking. The problem is my pet also aggroes on things, and it's tanking. So it's kind of like the same thing in WoW, where you had the Huntars, where no one could ever control the pets because the pets were always goofy. It's the same problem I'm having here, right? I'd be a bad hunter in WoW. That's why I never played a hunter. I thought they were kind of, janky, but the pets were janky. But same thing with this, right? And that's why I'm just not a very good mage player. I'm not really trying all that hard either, man. To be honest with you, I'm just trying to burn through levels. And so I think that would be the way to do it. And if you play it properly, then yeah, Mitch is probably a good character. I just don't really want to struggle with that. I don't want to do that. This seems like, having this up all the time and messing with this, the pet stuff all the time. It's just, I don't know, not my thing. Not something I really care to do. So I think a lot of that's on me. Again, level 60, you hit level 60, you hit a fucking wall, and that wall is fucking tough. You're banging your head into that wall from 60 on. And I don't know what things we get like. It's at 70, at 80, at 90, at 100, 120. I have no idea, dude. It's got to be just horrendous when things are giving you 0.00 something percent experience. When I hit some greens and stuff like that, they're giving me like 0.004% experience or something like that. Some of the really heavy green, greens that are just way lower level, which is fine because they're lower level. They shouldn't give you that much experience. In the old days, I used to take you weeks to get a level. I remember going from 40 to 41 took like a whole week or something. And that was playing pretty consistently for hours a day. Just to spend this guy, be paying him for nothing. So it's kind of normal. I feel that's kind of the normal way of playing it back in the day. The thing is, I don't have the time for that. I just don't. In the old days, I had the time. I was a kid. I was young. I could play this thing all day. I didn't have a lot of responsibilities, stuff like that. I was an adult. So I don't know if I was going to walk into one of my friends and say, hey, man, remember we used to play Everquest? I'd say, bro, here's the deal. It's going to take you're going to level up to 60 real quick, dude. You're going to be there within, weeks, a week, 2 weeks, whatever it happens to be. You're going to be there quick, dude. You're going to get up there. But once you hit 60, bro, it's like it used to be in the old days. It's going to be, you're going to spend, I don't know, man. I don't know what it takes, 5, 10 hours to get a level. A single level, and that's that's probably even using your lesson of the whatever the fuck, and that's if you paid for the game, then you actually get this for free. Otherwise, you have to actually put points into this, which means you're going to have to farm for AA points in order to get that skill, which I don't know how much it actually costs. Let's see, lesson. I think it's under special. Lesson of the Devoted, it costs, it doesn't say what it costs anymore because it's already been purchased. But you have to buy that. That came in Dragons of Norad, so that was later. That was definitely later. That was an expansion after I hadn't been playing anymore. Progression, Journeyman Speed, wow. That's cool. Why do I not have it though? And why can I can't buy it even? Oh, well, no. Because you can't do trade skill, or you can't do these AAs until like level 51, I believe. That's why. So I would tell somebody that, dude, it's going to take forever. Trade skills are garbage. They always were garbage. They're the same thing. They haven't changed much. You're going to need to learn blacksmithing to make something to do tailoring with. So, which they've at least helped you out in that respect. They get you up to level 54, I believe, and in all of your trade skills. If you go to Crescent Reach, they created a system there where it's basically a tutorial for trade skills, and so you can do that pretty easy. You can get up to 50 pretty easy, but still, you're making. And it used to be a lot worse, right? Because I believe before Plane of Knowledge, nobody sold ore that I remember. I could be wrong on that, but I don't remember anyone selling ore. So you had to actually buy it from other players, or you had to go farm it. Farming it was not really worthwhile because generally farming meant you got in a group, you went into a dungeon, and you hope nobody else wanted it, and they'd let you take it. Otherwise, you fought over it. Roll. I think we used to have to do /roll. I could be wrong. It says it's not a valid command now. I thought there was a /roll, but I could have been wrong. I could be wrong. 1 to 100. Let's see. And that's how we used to get, let's see, normal, let's play list all commands. Oh, whoops. Let me try this, because I'm pretty sure that's how we used to do it. You used to roll 1, 2, 1, 2, 0. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember how that worked. Or they just took it out. I don't know. Oh, it grew again. So the buff is gone. The shrink buff. So anyway, yeah, but I tell somebody that it's take forever. It's very frustrating. A lot of the old zones are the same. Some are new. Lava Storm's completely changed. What they did Freeport is pretty sad. Freeport's changed. Kinos is still the same, which is really cool because it's my starting city originally. My first character. So I spent a lot of time there trying to figure the game out. He spent a lot of time trying to figure this game out. So that was kind of neat. That was still a thing. That was very nostalgic. And then trying to think what else. What are the zones? I mean, the piranhas are all same. You know, a lot of those old zones are still the same. Haven't changed all that much. Nexus Force hasn't changed. I haven't been into Neriak, but I from what I understand, Neriak hasn't changed either. They do have progression servers. We want to go that route. I just never understood the idea behind a progression server because I mean, I guess if you're going to play on that permanently, but progression server almost seemed like something like even in WoW, it's like you just got to play it for a little while. You're going to get up to the max rank, and then you're going to have to wait till the next expansion came out. I don't know about that. I guess they're running it off of if the game was like this on a progression server, and it's not like it was in the old days where it was hardcore leveling, and the experience tables, all this stuff is still the same. You know, the original EverQuest, I believe, was what level? Was it level 50? I think it was level 50. So you're going to get up to 50 within 2 weeks. And then you're going to sit here and you're going to wait for Kunark to come out. And you're going to wait for Kunark to come out. And then you're going to be able to go, play around in Kunark. Then you're going to run through that pretty quick. And then you're going to wait for Lucklin to come out. Lucklin I hated. Fucking hated Lucklin. Couldn't stand Lucklin. But, it was at least better than some of the other stuff came after. But you gotta wait for the Lucklin to come out. Then you're gonna wait for the Blades Power, or did the Snow one come out? Can't remember what the Snow one was. With the sleepers and all that sort of stuff. But you gotta wait for that. Oh, dude, I didn't even see him in the comments. I'm sorry, I'm running two screens here, and it's a little janky. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, I've been ignoring the comments here. I just been kind of rambling here, but I've been kind of ignoring comments because I didn't have that screen pulled up for on my StreamYard. But good to see you. Good to see you. My one viewer. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. But anyway, so if somebody's asked me should I play this game, I'd be like, dude, I mean, it's not World of Warcraft. It takes a hell of a lot of time. It takes a hell of a lot of patience. It's the learning curve is pretty steep. The reality is very simple. You got buttons, right? You got buttons. That's all you got. I got what? You can actually expand this too, but I got 8 buttons here. Yeah, 8 buttons. And eventually get a 9th when you get to whatever level. I think they give you the 9th on. You got 8 buttons. That's all you got to do. You just got to hit the buttons. You got to hit the buttons in the right order. You hit the little attack button just if you're petting to attack. You let your gimp do his job. It's not that difficult, but let's say you want to buy something in Bazaar. Well, how do you get into the Bazaar? Well, you have to know how to get into the Bazaar, and I only know because I've asked. So you got to do /Bazaar, right? You go into the Bazaar. Now here's the Bazaar window. Now what the fuck you gonna do with this? This is chaos. This is crazy. There's way too many menus on this, and it's just insane. And various traders, you buy just their stuff alone. I don't know why that's a thing because it doesn't make a lot of sense to me why you would do that. I don't know, is there one person that just sells something specific that you always buy? I don't understand that. I never did. Unless you're looking for your own character and you're going to just somehow gimmick the game and buy your own stuff. I don't know how that would work though. It would make less sense. I mean, unless you're just trying to give money to a character and say, hey man, put that bag up for like, 5 million plat. I'll give you the 5 million plat for it. Just give you some money. But I think you just get people. You just walk up to somebody and give money. I don't know why you do that. I just don't get it. Slot by slot, if you want a piece of armor, a piece of gear, something like that. I mean, I get that. Yeah, cool. Stats. Yeah, that gets a little convoluted. But I guess, maybe there's some stat you're looking for just to see if there's any gear with that you can buy with that. Race, I never really agreed with gear being race specific. That just makes things very difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. Class, I get it, yeah, but really things aren't mostly by class. They're by I guess there is stuff that is class specific. I guess class kind of makes sense. It makes more sense than race. Race is dumb. It always was dumb, but it was always there. It's dumb. When they put like only dark elves can use this whip, it's like, dude, come on, really? Just sounds dumb. But I guess there's probably quest stuff and stuff like that makes sense. So I need type, bandages, instruments, teleportation. Don't know what the fuck would be under teleportation. Okay, there's portal devices. I didn't know that existed, but I guess you can teleport. Whatever. Probably got a couple of uses to it. Whatever. Don't care. But like, and you got prestige. I don't know what that means. I haven't gotten that far. Augment slot. Yeah, I don't, whatever. I think that's just to buy augments to augment. Did somebody just cast on me? I don't know. For some reason, I got a. I thought my screen flickered or something. I guess not. Whatever. But within that bazaar, so like again, this is like the complexity of the game that I don't think it really needs, but it is what it is. Welcome. What's welcome to? 106 traders selling a total of 7,318 items in the bazaar, which I think that would have been a lot more back when I was playing. But let's say you're looking for, and this is something I was looking for the other day. You're looking for gear for your GIMP, dude, because your GIMP does not take just any gear. All right, so let's look at this guy. Well, we can't actually do it on him. We go to the Merc tab. Now we got mercenary ears, we got mercenary neck, shoulders, and belt, basically. There's 4 items you can put on a mercenary, right, to buff them up. And I was looking for this the other day in the bazaar. Well, where the hell do you find this in the bazaar? Because it's not there. None of these tabs, and I even asked in my guild, man. My guild thought that it was there, and he went and looked, and he couldn't find it either. And he's been playing, this game since, God knows when, dude. But he's been playing forever, and he's got a million characters that are maxed out. So I'm guessing, he's probably been playing this for a long time. He couldn't find it, because it doesn't fucking exist, man. So like, where am I supposed to find that gear? And I know you can buy it in the bazaar because he gave me, my guild leader gave me some money, in game, some platinum to update traders. Somebody just logged on. What do you know? We got now 105 traders or 106. No, it's still 106 traders. But there's one less item. Somebody bought something. What do you know? But yeah, so like you can't find that gear. So with all these menus, all this crazy stuff, all this complication, it's still missing things. It's still lacking. The other big problem I've been having with this game is you get stuck in these trees. You get stuck in the graphics, which I think I did in that zone. I don't know if like something had me rooted, or because I didn't see a root debuff on me, or something was going on there where I was stuck in one spot. But I guess if you type /rewind, which I don't remember that being a thing back in the day, but if you type /rewind, it'll get your character out of stuck mode. The other day I was stuck in one of these trees, not this one, but one of these lower trees had branches that came down to the ground. I got stuck in it. I couldn't do anything, and I was in sit because for some reason this thing automatically it has a crouch feature now. I don't remember it being. Yeah, I think it always had a crouch feature, but it got me stuck in crouch. So I couldn't sit down. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't do anything. All I could do is spin around, and there's nothing you can do. You can't camp out. You can't quit the game. You can't do shit. You're screwed. I mean, maybe there is a way to quit. I think /quit was the thing back in the day, but I don't know if you can do that. But I couldn't get out of it. Like, there's just no way out of it. Spend this guy, so I don't pay him. So what do you do? So I had to go look it up online. Rewind, /rewind takes you out of that situation. Once I did that, it put my character above the tree. But somehow the game felt that I was cheap viewers. I'm not. I'll go with my one viewer. I don't know. I see that on every stream. I don't know what that is. But I'm not looking at buying viewers now. I'm not looking at making this a job. But anyway, it thought I was on the ground, but it's actually above the tree. And so I was floating in the air, which is really strange. But I was like flying. I was flying above all the trees, and I couldn't get to the ground. So what was weird about it is like you were you were set at a certain height. So the ground was set at a certain height above the tree. And then as you were going up, like say a ramp like this, you wouldn't get closer to the ramp. You'd actually start floating up higher and higher because it's setting you, it thinks you're on the ground level, but you're not. You're actually, above it. So you couldn't even get down. You couldn't do shit. You couldn't do anything. But since you thought you were on the ground, you just sit and camp out. When you come back, you're good. You're on the floor. But yeah, it's weird. And then the other thing they got rid of fall damage. So some of the places where fall damage was an issue, where it was an instant kill. I've been playing, like I said, level 60. I believe it's called Drunder Fortress or something or other, where Reptis XR and all that sort of stuff, the raid bosses. There's an area there where if you fell off that, you were dead. You were just, your character was going to die. We're going to have to get a raid group, or, well, at least a group, to go back in there and collect your corpse because it was in a really bad area. If you fell down in there, there's just a crap ton of mobs, and clearing that out is just a pain in the ass. And but that used to be part of the game. That used to be part of the complication within the game. The other thing, when you died back in the day, all your gear, I think I've said this before, all your gear stayed on the corpse. So you had to go back and remove your corpse like you would any other corpse in the game. That is gone. I think that's a good thing that's gone. Because you get stuck in a zone like that, like what I just described, and you're by yourself and you don't have a group, you're screwed. You're going to be begging people to go in there and grab your stuff for you. And luckily on our server, it wasn't too bad. Usually people were pretty good. Some of the bigger guilds were cool with that. They would go in there and they'd help out. But yeah, if you weren't part of a guild, if you may be sitting here begging, for days for somebody to go grab your stuff, because without the gear on you, your stats are bare minimum. They're minimal. You can't do anything. I don't have mana to really cast much, as far as spells go. Your hit points are jacked. You got no armor class, so one thing hits you, you're dead immediately. When you die, you lose experience after a certain level. I believe it's like level 10 or something like that. You start losing experience, and then you're going to end up in a death loop where you're going to have a million corpses in that zone. You're going to lose, 2 or 3 levels trying to get your stuff back. You're never going to be able to. And eventually you're just going to have to wait for somebody to clear it out for you. So, fall damage was a real thing. It was a big deal. It was huge because most of those were pits and stuff like that were just death traps. Like once you fell in them, good luck getting your shit. That was going to be part of the hardcore of this game. And it may be a good thing to get rid of it. But then again, like, the fall damage doesn't really matter because now your stuff doesn't stay on your corpse. It doesn't really matter. You respawn with all your stuff on you. So they got rid of that, which World of Warcraft probably talked them into that. Once they saw that World of Warcraft was spawning you with all your gear on, they probably thought it's dumb. Now, your corpses do stay, and I was kind of curious about that. I thought that's really dumb because they got naked corpses in zones now. I thought that was really stupid. I didn't understand that. Well, what it is that corpse technically and even if they have nothing on them, no items, nothing. What that is technically your corpse now is it's carrying experience. And there is an AA ability you get later where you can actually summon all the corpses in the zone. So if you did get on a death spiral where you lost like 20 bodies in a zone, all within a short period of time, then you can hit this button and it will summon all your corpses to you, theoretically, which I think they just disappeared. But and it'll give you all the XP off those corpses. That's kind of a cool thing. I think that's a cool thing. The old days, what we used to do is we used to drag the corpse. We used to leave one item on the corpse. This is my memory of it. You leave one thing on the corpse, and you drag that corpse to the zone in, and then you beg one of your your clerics with the highest level res to come res your corpse, because you lost experience back then. You could lose a week's worth of experience, with a couple deaths, no problem, easily. And so because of that, now you want that experience back. So what you would do is you drag a cleric over there to res your corpse, and they had a 70, 80, if I remember right, it was 70, 80, and 90% res. Once you got to the highest level, they got 90% res. So what you did is you got the highest level cleric you could find to come res your corpse. And I mean, you're already standing there with all your stuff, but you have them res it anyway, and then it gives you back some of that experience. Now they have a button down here where you can summon all the corpses in that zone and get the experience. I think that's a cool thing. I mean, I've been thinking about it when I first started playing this. I'm like, this game is too simple. It just got way too simple. They give you way too much. I got a gardener here. I gotta cut this short. But I think the simplicity is a good thing. I think a lot of that is a good thing because people don't have time like they used to do something like this. And it's a 20-year-old game, so the people that are playing it are like in their 50s. Most of them. So you're not going to have you're not catering to the younger WoW generation. You're catering to all generations playing this out of nostalgia. So I think a lot of the quality of life stuff is actually a good thing within this game. But with that, I think I've rambled enough, ranted and raved. With that, I'm gonna kill this stream, and maybe I'll be on tomorrow if life permits it, real life. And we'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. Maybe I'll start the rogue. I don't know. I decided. I do want a rogue on this game because I want to get all my poison making stuff on them, and I want to have a gnome so I can start doing tinkering to play with tinkering. But with that, have a good day. And sorry again, I didn't see the chat. I didn't have the comments tab up. That's on me now. But yeah, good to see you.